Hello guys, Solitaire Gamer here, and today I'll be reviewing Season 1 of Faraway Paladin. This was an anime series that nobody was talking about early on, but then the anime communities noticed how interesting it was at first, and recommended to other anime fans. They're trying to do the same thing and did the Odd Taxi anime series. I do appreciate the effort because it gets people to notice good anime series they would never give them a chance otherwise. But then the plot for this anime series apparently got boring, and the anime became irrelevant again. It was just a weird turn for an anime series. To go from being unknown to being noticed, and then back again to not being talked about, you just hardly ever see that. I wanted to see what made the plot so boring to watch. In this anime, the protagonist Will has been reincarnated into a different world. He is now living with the undead in the ruins of a fallen city. Will still doesn't know much about this world at all, or how it got in the state that it's in. He is just living his everyday life with the characters Blood, Gus, and Mary. Together they raise him as if he was their son. They teach him how to fight, how to use magic, they teach him about religion, and they teach him about responsibility. The day is soon coming though, where he must leave the ruins and go off on his own journey. I do get the appeal of this anime series early on, and why people really like this isekai anime series. It had an intriguing world that had so much potential for great world building. There was just so much we didn't know about the ruins, and the way the other characters were trying to keep it a secret from Will made the mysteries even more intriguing. You just want to know what happened to his fallen city, and how did Will end up being raised by the undead? How did Mary, Blood, and Gus end up in the state they're in? What is the world outside of the ruins like now? There was great storytelling throughout, as the characters explained to Will just how this world ended up in the state that it was in. It was a pretty interesting story, and makes you wonder what would the protagonist do next going forward. Not only was the plot interesting early on, the anime was pretty wholesome as you can see Will be part of a family that really cared for him. There are lots of heartwarming moments throughout the anime series that'll make you feel very emotional, including one very sad scene at the end. At the end of the first arc, there was an exciting fight as Will took on a powerful enemy. The anime looked good during that fight scene, and the spells that Will used looked pretty cool. So far, everything is great in the first half of this anime series, but then in the second half, things slowly start to fall apart. Without the interesting mysteries, and with certain characters not appearing in the second half of the show, the anime pretty much became a typical fantasy anime about fighting demons. Will was using his powers to protect villagers from demons that threatened their lives. He had to work with other characters to come up with a great strategy to defeat a large amount of demons. It just felt like a typical plot you would expect from a fantasy anime series. There is nothing special or intriguing about this anime anymore, and it leads you to doubt if even Season 2 will be anything special. The interesting part about this anime series is now gone. In terms of characters, they were alright. Will is a nice guy that cares about his friends and family. That's pretty much his character. There's nothing else about him that really stood out. At this point, I'm not surprised. Most isekai protagonists are generic and boring to watch. Blood was a cool warrior that loved to fight. I like how he taught Will what it means to fight for survival. Mary was a very caring mom and made sure Will grew up to be a good person. Gus was very harsh towards Will at times, but really helped him grow as a person. Out of all the friends that Will made in the second half of the show, Minero Doro stood out as most interesting character. He was a cold character that was very rude, but had great character development and turned to a friend that Will could rely upon. The opening and ending song for this anime series were average. The music for this anime series didn't really stand out. The animation style looked alright. The animation looked good early on, but there was a drop in quality later on in the show. Overall, this isekai anime series was very unique and intriguing at first, and then pretty much became a standard fantasy anime series. I don't know how Season 2 will be unique at all. I give this anime series a 7 out of 10. So that's all we'll talk about for today. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great night wherever you are, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and please comment if you found anything interesting in the video.